and you took the department from last to first, right? Like we had a mission of impacting retention and reducing, some of the lawsuits that came your way, and impacting, reducing call outs and minimizing overtime. And we had that scoreboard from the very beginning. And those things and there's a lot more into this, but those little things impacted that scoreboard at the end of the day. So talk to us about, and then I do want to get back to how you kind of stood the course, but talk to us about the successes. So now fast forward 7-8 years of the journey that we were in. What took place that really changed that department? Tell us about some of the metrics in the indicators that now are still present, even though that you're gone.
So Missouri did a statewide survey for all state employees, 45,000 state employees at the time. And Department of Corrections, when we initially completed the survey, had a 75% participation rate. So 8,000 out of 11,000 employees participated. And our results were horrifying. 3% of people were motivated to come to work. But by the time Matt and I stepped down and Matt and his wife retired from Missouri DOC, we had prisons that were in the 80th percentile for people who strongly agreed that leadership was good. They knew the direction the department was headed in. They felt staff were held accountable in fair ways. They felt valued and heard. I mean, and this was still a time when staffing was difficult. So, like you mentioned, unair conditioned work locations, large amounts of overtime, and yet prisons were still scoring in the 80th and 90th percentile for people who agreed things were in a good place. That is amazing when you look at other state employees who were not as high and they worked 8 to 5 in air-conditioned offices. So we did focus on reducing call-ins because, if people would quit calling in, people could go home at the end of their shift. But you had to break it down and help employees understand what's in it for you. And just really started to see a lot of good wins. We were building a bench so that now we had succession planning happening so that when people got promoted to somewhere else, we had others waiting in the wings that would be good candidates for promotion as well.